There has been a nuclear accident in the Soviet Union.
Deadly radiation is being released from the damaged plant, and the accident is far from over.
On April 26, 1986, one of the worst nuclear power plant catastrophes ever occurred.
One of the atomic reactors at the Chernobyl atomic power plant near the city of Kiev was damaged, and there is speculation in Moscow that people were injured and may have died,
affecting more than 5 million people. This is the story of Chernobyl. The town of Pripyat is located on the borders between Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine. A few miles from this town, the Soviets developed a nuclear power site that was intended to have 6 reactors when completed. However, the 5th and 6th reactors would never be completed before the terrible incident that would later become known as one of the worst nuclear accidents in history occurred. April 26, 1986, 1:23 a.m. Workers at Reactor 4 were conducting a test to try and find a way to save power. However, they accidentally turned off control systems, causing the reactor to become unstable. Nuclear reactor number 4 blew up, flinging radiation over 63,000 square miles. 2 people were killed the first night of the accident, and 28 more deaths would follow in the next couple of months. The town of Pripyat, which had a population of 45,000, was evacuated soon after the accident. People had to leave their homes, never to return. Many were eventually relocated in existing communities or evacuee sanctuaries. Over 350,000 people have been relocated. Meanwhile, back in Pripyat, a 19-mile exclusion zone was put around the nuclear power plant. The result of this event had a very negative effect on the ecosystem. The plants and animals around the area were exposed to large amounts of radiation. This led to mutated animals and the Red Forest, which is now one of the most contaminated places on Earth. However, plants and animals weren't the only ones affected by the radiation, but humans too. People who were exposed to the radiation experienced thyroid cancer, immune system disorders, learning problems, cardiovascular system problems, respiratory system problems, and digestive system disorders. It is believed that 3.5 million people were affected by the Chernobyl radiation in some way. 2,500 of them died. So, how bad was the radiation during the Chernobyl disaster? 200 times the amount of radiation was released in the Chernobyl disaster than in the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The elephant's foot is a piece of waste at Chernobyl. It is made of melted nuclear fuel, concrete, and sand. It has such a high radiation level that if you stand by it for 300 seconds, you will die. To sum it up, Chernobyl was a nuclear power plant accident that occurred on April 26, 1986, near Pripyat, Ukraine. It would affect 3.5 million people and would claim the lives of 2,500, making it one of the worst nuclear disasters in history.